Welcome to the MagicJS tutorial on user authentication. In this video, we will learn how to check if a user is authenticated and set up conditional rendering for components. Let's begin. First, let's create a UI file called home within the blank feature directory and set its path to just /. Alright, now let's refresh the page to see the changes take effect. Great, now we have our home page set up. Let's add a login button to it. Now we need to show the details of the current user. For that, we will use the useLogin hook imported from magicjs.dev/frontend. Let's add a label inside the h1 tag to show the current user's details using current.currentUser.name. Don't forget those question marks. It is used to handle cases where no user is signed in. Alright, let's refresh the page. Here we have a current user undefined message since there's currently no user logged in. Next, we will develop the login functionality. For that, let's create a backend file called login. Server.tsx will be appended automatically. We got a default boilerplate in this file. Now let's write the login logic. We will add the input name equals string here as it comes from the front end. Now here we will give ctx.setCurrentUser, and inside of it we will specify an ID like this and a name. Next, we will call this function in the front end. So let me open the front end file and import the backend file login server here. And let's call it in the button using the onClick prop like this. And let's go with the name John. Save it and let's check the output. Now let's add the logout functionality. For that, we need to add a logout button here. And for the logout functionality, we don't need a server to logout. Instead, just add the logout function here near to current. We can just invoke it directly here like this. And hit save. Let's test it now. Refresh the page. And here we have the logout button. Click on it to logout. So even if we refresh the page after login, it will stay logged in. Next, let's ensure that the sign out button is only visible when a user is logged in. We'll wrap the logout button within a conditional statement, checking if current.isAuthenticated equals true. Else, just null. Similarly, if you want, this can be done to these details as well. So let's check the output now. Here, if we log in, we get the logout button. And if we log out, the button disappears. Now, these are all done at the front end. So let's move to the backend side of authentication. For that, we'll create an API named getMyName. Here, we will return the current user's name and include a condition to return a message, user not signed in, if the user isn't authenticated. Add the condition here. If ctx.isAuthenticated equals false, return user not signed in and save it. Now add a button like we did for login in the front-end file and update the label as call protected backend. So instead of login server file, we need to import getMyName server file here. dot then name, and we can get an alert with the response got in this name. Hit save and let's check the output. Refresh the page, and now if we click on the protected backend button, it shows user not signed in. So after logging in, we retrieve the name from the backend. So that's it. You have learned how to authenticate a user in MERN.AI using MagicJS. Thanks for watching.